Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Jody Lewis Creations. In today's video, we are working on the Envelope Project 2025. And this is a collaboration for Tracie Fox and at Tracie Fox Creative and LineDotArrow, Natalie over at LineDotArrow. She and Tracie have created 2 freebie kits. And those will be in their Ko-fi shops. And we get to play with them today. So it's a 1-week long event. And you can see here I am picking pieces out of my basket because I sat in front of the TV the other night and fussy cut them. And we just have some wonderful bits to work with. And I really like, they did such an amazing job putting these kits together so that they coordinate. And I didn't keep track of which kit is which. And honestly, I don't think it matters. Just go grab the kits and you're gonna have some fun bits to work with. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. Today for me is March 31st. For you, it's April 13th. I needed to make sure I had this filmed and finished so I could get it uploaded for you in time. So I'm gonna get these bits picked out of here. I kept my scraps on purpose because it is 32-pound paper. And I think I want to make some collage fodder out of these scraps. So that is why I'm sitting here picking through them. And I thought I would just kind of show you how much there is to this kit before we actually get, or to these kits, excuse me, it's plural. And yeah, so I'll be right back. I think I have them all out. And learn from me and don't put your bits in your basket with your scraps because it just makes extra work for you. And if you are one of my followers, you will know that my brain is totally taxed right now. So I do things like this that make no sense when I'm in the mental state that I am in right now. Anyway, okay, so we have all of these amazing pieces. This is my botanical stuff. And so you have 2 choices of envelopes. So Tracie went with an airmail feel on her envelope, and Natalie did this lovely blue envelope. And I think I will have to decide which one I want. And I think I kind of want this to be like, I don't know what I want to do yet. I haven't decided. So I want to get a plan here and look at these pieces. And the other night when I was cutting them out, sometimes as I'm fussy cutting things, I'll get an idea. So I will leave like the edge of the page on it or some white on it, on the piece. I know I did it with one of these. I'll find it. Anyway, then I make myself a note like, hey, maybe do this with this piece or whatever. Here. Like use the square die to make a little window charm for him. So I was thinking that when I was fussy cutting. So I left the white around it as an option to glue him to something and leave space for that. So as you're fussy cutting your bits out, if something speaks to you in the moment, do this and have a pencil there with your bits so you can make yourself a note or a separate piece of paper and paper clip it, just something. So that way, you know, you've like, oh, I thought of this and I want to do that with it. So now let me figure out what I want to do with this stuff. Still not sure exactly what I'm doing, but I've got my envelope. I inked and stenciled on the white part of the inside. And I've just used my scoreboard to get nice clean folds, but you don't have to have a scoreboard for that. And then there's this little postage paid piece here, and I want to put that on the back as a little tuck for this flap. So if you want to do that, then you just glue the 2 outside pieces. And this is a little lightweight. I probably should back this with something. Let's do that first. I'm going to back this on some just book page or scrap that I have lying here. And then that's going to stabilize this piece and make it a little bit stronger to be that tuck point. There's so many great pieces with this kit. And please bear with me. I have a sore throat and it's getting worse as the day is going on, and I do not have time for that. So my voice is cracking and I apologize. So I'm not making this like it's gone through the mail envelope. I am making this like it's a little memory keeper that she has kept of some mementos of their time together. And I think I'm going to use this couple because I feel like she doesn't look very happy. She's like, do I want to be here? I don't know. But she's like, oh, he's so sweet and dreamy. So we're going to use her. If you're new to my channel, please know that I get a little crazy with my stories sometimes. And some people like my quirkiness and some people don't. So if you're new here, just give me a chance. You'll learn to love me at the end of the day. No, I'm just kidding. But I do like to spin things and I have a lot of fun with the stories. And if you're new here, I am a member of Tracie Fox, a member on the Tracie Fox Creative Design team. So I always have such a fun time working with Tracie's designs. And I love how well these two kits are blending together. These two did a great job with coordinating. So it's fun. And I really appreciate Natalie doing her pages without, because normally she has the black lines, you know, on her stuff. And I really appreciate that she didn't have those on this kit. So it allowed the two kits to blend a little more seamlessly, I feel like, without the black lines on them. So anyway, I appreciate that change, in the design. So thank you for that. And I am grateful to have been invited to do the collaboration. So thank you for the invite, Tracie and Natalie. I appreciate it. Okay, I didn't get enough glue under that. And this is just a little piece of blue curtain that I have in my scrap bin here. And I just cut a little square and tattered it up a little bit to go behind our cute little birds. And I feel like they're little love birds. And she's like, oh, these little birds are so cute. And they just, oh, I'm so in love and so happy. And so the little birds are just adorable. So they're going to go on there. And I love birds. So I had to use that. And then on this little doily piece, I took my jelly roll and I just, I'm sitting down. I gotta stand up. I just put a little bit of, oh my gosh. Okay, so if you're one of my people, you on the full deck challenge week 13, I had that Tropicana teal mica spray and it was giving me a hard time. And in a subsequent video, I told you that it splattered on my window frame. And I just found some on the arm of my chair as well. This is days later after I filmed that. So I literally just saw it. I'm sorry. I sidetracked. I took my jelly roll and I added a little bit of gold accent to that. And I honestly cannot tell in my camera if that is showing up or not. So hopefully you can see that. And I just fussy cut and inked around it. And I just have my ground espresso out to this morning. I have just really not been using my vintage photo very much. It just, I don't know, it's something, it just doesn't have that rich tone and color that I've been seeking. And maybe with time, I'll go back to it. I mean, I still use it periodically for a lighter brown, but I'm liking the darker brown. So if you are familiar with the colors, I'd be curious what your input on that is. I've really been in love with the Scorched Timber, but I feel like the Scorched Timber is a little too dark for this project. So ground espresso for the win. Now, if I'd have been thinking, I would have tried to stitch around that, but I'm not thinking. I'm only going to glue part of this because I want this to be a tuck of some sort because, you know, she's... Ooh, maybe that's like a little piece of her dress. Is that going to be too much on there? Possibly. With that, that's too much. I could just put it on there. So I don't want to admit to you how long I have been floundering. I took my birdie off and I put this postcard thing on there. And then I found this one. and I like it better. So I'm going to put this on there. And then it's going to have that blue frame. And there's something very important that I want you to know. There's a couple things, in fact. So if you are new to creating, you have to remind yourself it's just paper. And when you strive for perfection all the time, I have to remind myself that it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay if I don't like something as I'm making it. And my not liking it has nothing to do with the designs. It is me struggling with the creativity part this morning because I have a lot on my plate and I need to be doing something. See, I had distressed them and then I found her and I really love her. She's so elegant looking. And I took my sparkly jelly roll and I highlighted her necklace, and I think I just really like her on here. And this is like going to be her little envelope of mementos from their anniversary. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. And I still have the space here for a stamp, so I could put the little birds there still, you know, and they would still be okay. I'm just not sure yet. I'm still working on composition, and I'm really, really far into this. And I don't have time to be floundering, and that's probably why I'm floundering. It happens. So just know if you're new to creativity, it's okay. Just breathe and either walk away or rearrange your pieces and maybe something else will speak to you. These pieces, these pages actually really allow for a lot of layering. And again, if you know me, you know that sometimes I struggle with layering. But like there's this receipt for boots and whatever, and I did the little bit of lace on there and a couple of tickets. Like she had ordered this bit of fabric or whatever. Maybe that's her, I don't know what that is, but it's a memento for their night out that she's got in this envelope. And I took that jelly roll pin to that bow. And so this is like, these are just little mementos. They paid 15 cents to have their picture taken at the theater. And they went on this, they stayed at this hotel. And there's this special delivery piece here. Like the blue is on the design. And then this special delivery, I'm going to put that on here. I like the layered effect of that. Why am I using that glue? So I calmed down a little bit, took a deep breath, and then I'm like, okay, Jody, you have to get this done. So we are getting it done. I'm not stressing. It's fine. But these are wonderful kits and absolutely beautiful. Like if you are new and you don't have a stash of like labels and tickets and stuff like that, this is fantastic for that. Do I want to put a flower on there? No. That says 1920 and that says 1912. But maybe they got married in 1912 and this was their anniversary. They were going out for a date or something for their anniversary. I mean, there's so much fun stuff you can do. It is just a fantastic, it is just a wonderful, wonderful kit to use. And I really like it a lot. And I keep saying that, I know, but it's true. So maybe this is like, oh, what did I do with those? I got some more. Hang on. I found them. What did I do with it? Here it is. I have this little ticket here, and I'm going to cover that date. So we're going to say that they took the train into town for their date night. And so we're going to attach this to this somehow. Do I want to do that? I really do want to do that. Okay. Ooh, no, we're going to do that. Meet me at 7. That doesn't fit. But I love that. That's going to go in here somewhere. Okay. I'm just going to attach this. Just attach it. It's fine. I don't know what is going on with me. I do. When I do the life update, you guys will totally understand what's up. And I don't know when I will post that. Probably when we get... Probably after this video. But anyway, once I do the life update, you guys will all be like, that's why you're so crazy lately. Yeah. Oh, I didn't change this. I have the worst time seeing the little doodads on here, A, B, C. And I always squish the little heads of my 1, 2, 3 of my eyelets, always squish them. I know there's a trick to this, and I know you guys have said it depends on the quality of them and where you get them, what brand they are, but I do not ever have amazing success with squishing these things. So if you have a secret, do tell. Okay, see, that's what they do, but that's okay. It's on there, that's what matters. Okay, so this is gonna go in here. So this is where they stayed. Oh, how fun. And this, I love this. I feel like I want that to be like prominent, but we're just gonna stick it in here because he left her a love note that says, "My darling, meet me at 7," because they had to get on the train. Maybe that's what this says. We're gonna pretend that's what this says. They had to get on the train to go into town so they could see dinner and a dance, go to a dinner and a dance for their anniversary. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? I could go for a nice date. All right, I've got to get done. I got to give Mark a haircut this morning. All right, so she has all this together. Meet me at 7 for dinner and a dance. I kind of like this little number, but I don't know. But I'm going to put this on here. So I need something more in this background for a little bit more interest. And I'm thinking, well, if the train departs at 2, that doesn't make sense. But we could put the train on there. We could. Ooh, I like that ticket too. Okay, I'm done. I just wanted it to tell a simple story about their anniversary, okay? So they went on this trip for their anniversary, and they just had a wonderful time. And so she kept all I'm going to say they, because sometimes, you know, men keep mementos too. It's not just women who do that. And anyway, so they went on an excursion for a romantic getaway. And so, you know, she kept the little price ticket for getting their picture taken. And inside here, we have all kinds of things. She had gotten a special dress and shoes for the event. They stayed at this hotel and their railway ticket. And then just, she kept a little bits of tickets and things and his note that says, meet me at 7, because it was a surprise for them to go out for their special event. So then she kept all of this in here, in this envelope, and she says, oh, it'll tuck so nice and neat into a drawer. So again, these freebie kits have so many bits and pieces you guys can work with. I mean, I still have this little boy I want to do something with. I still have a lot of things that I can create with. So thank you again to Tracie and Natalie for inviting me to, oh, that would have been a good one, for inviting me to participate in this collaboration. I hope that you're inspired to play with something, and remember that, you know, you don't learn unless you try things, and it is just paper. So in the instance where I liked this postcard better than the other piece, it's still there. I just covered it up. And because I pulled those birds off, I had to have a little bit of a bigger piece for that corner anyway, so it worked out really well. So thank you for joining me. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.